Right as I was setting this video up, there's a loud truck outside. It's just like. But today at work, it was just a bunch of one headlight and one tail lights every time I went out on delivery. Like it was like all day up until like the sun went down at work. It was like from the moment I got to work until like the sun went down, like a couple hours, like a few hours straight. Every time I went out, I would see at least one headlight or one taillight car, at least. But it was like way more than that, you know, most times that I went out. And then like there was this one intersection I came up to where it's a one headlight on one side and a one taillight like right in front of me or whatever. I just kept seeing one headlights and one taillights meeting me synchronized over and over and over. Like that was the theme for today. It was the one light. And then I put up that video today of the UPS truck that had one light right behind me. And he had like a 55 license plate or something. So there's a UPS truck with one light right behind me. And then I saw, I think it was a FedEx truck one day with one light. And he had one dim tail light, or he had one dim headlight, and then he had one tail light when he turned. He had both on a FedEx. I think it was a FedEx, or no, it was a mail truck. I saw that one day. And then today I saw a UPS truck with one light right behind me. And then I've never seen the cops with one light, but on Targeted Journeys channel, she was saying that she saw the cops with one light before. So wouldn't surprise me if I see a cop with one light someday. It's just a lot of people every day. Like every day I see the one lights, you know. It's just a lot of people every day that just drive by me with one light purposefully. Like you're gonna drive by me with one light purposefully? Just because? And then like I'll get back from a delivery and I'll get out of my car and then there's just a car driving through the parking lot. Just right as I'm walking through it, there's just a car driving through it, like getting in my way, you know? And then like, you know, if I stop to let them go through, they're like, no, you go, you know? And they act like, you know, they'll like get in your way and then they'll act like you're getting in their way. Like this car shouldn't even be driving through the parking lot right now. this 33 license plate car shouldn't even be here in front of me right now. He's here to stalk me. But then if I just like walk slowly in front of their car, which I'll do that all the time, just because it's like, dude, okay, I'll just walk really slowly in front of your car and just waste your time. But then, just waste two seconds of your life, But then, then they drive off like they're annoyed or whatever. They act like you're getting in their way, or like you're just the gaslighting games, the gaslight Olympics. Like they'll always do that as I'm walking through a parking lot. Like when I'm going out to the car, or coming out of the car, coming back from a delivery, or driving into the parking lot, there'll just be a car getting in my way. Or like, they'll be parked behind me in a space, facing the other way, and then they back up right as I back up, and they back up directly at me so that they're just in my way. And it's just little, it's just little things. They just do little things. It's just one little thing after the other. But it's just all day, every day. And there's just people walking, swarming around you all at the same time. It'll just be two people walking by you at the exact same time. And then right as they walk by you, another person is singing up, coming through the door, or making a sound effect. Just things like that are happening all day. Like, it's crazy. Oh, and I kept seeing planes today, but like I caught that one plane on the video this morning where it was like, usually they're directly symmetrically over my head, but he wasn't directly over me like that, but he was directly over me. He was kind of a little bit off to the side. He wasn't directly over me like they usually are, but he was directly over me. He was a gang stalker, and it was like right as I was coming up to a street, But then, like all day, like periodically throughout the day today, like 4 different times or something, I saw planes that like as I'm coming out of a building or whatever, I'll see a plane, but it's off to the side though. It's like off in the distance a little bit, still kind of close by, but it's like it's not over me. But like that just kept happening a bunch of times today where I would come out of the building and there would be a plane right there when I come out. So I think those were gangstalker planes, even though they weren't directly right over me. This is something new every day, you know? And then just whatever reason, like they go harder other days, or like like at different times of the day, like like some days it'll be nothing going on in the morning, and then it'll just be crazy in the afternoon. Or like some days it'll just be crazy all day. Or some days it'll be like kind of chilled out most of the day, but you know, still crazy, but like not as crazy as other days. But it's just like, I don't know. Like, it's just so random, you know? Like it's just random. Like you never know what is like. Is it gonna be a train horn, a car horn, a guy running out with a red shirt, a loud truck sound, ambulance siren, an ambulance driving by without a siren? Uh, like, there's just so many possibilities and so many combinations. It's just endless. Like literally, they just literally do anything synced up, just anything, just right as you walk by someone. They just like anything, just anything that you could do synchronized. They're gonna do it perfectly synchronized. With me specifically. Multiple times throughout the day, the same people. Like it's really crazy when you're seeing the same people every day, and every time you see them, they are synchronizing on you. And then they act like they're not, and they act like they're just living a regular existence, and they're not a syncherhead. And if you know, if you say anything, they act like they're not doing anything, you know, and they turn it around on you. So it's like just every day, every time I see you, all day throughout the day, every day, you got to do synchronized things around me. Every chance you get. Like at my last job, I literally walked by my coworker one day because I was just like I was starting to figure all this out, and I was like, and this like he was like a new guy there, and I was like, okay, is this guy a synchrohead? Because he keeps syncing up with me, it seems. So I just kept walking back and forth across the room. And every single time I did it, he would do a synchronizer thing. Like he was just standing at this table, and like I walk across the room, and he like walks to the other side of the table, and then I walk across the room again. I'm just going back and forth, pacing back and forth. And I walk across the room again, and he like pulls his cell phone out of his pocket or something. And then I walk across the room again. You know, just at the exact moment that I walk by him, he's doing things. I walk across the room again, and he puts the cell phone down on the table or something, or just whatever he was doing. I forget, but like every single time, and I did it a bunch of times, and every single time, every single time, like a robot, like a literal actual robot. Like I was looking at this dude like, is this actually a robot right now? Is this even a human being in front of me right now? Every single time, dude. And then like, you know, people were just coming through doorways at the exact same time as me. And at that job, there would be people at this job too. But at that job, it was like, you know, it was this restaurant. And like every customer that came in was a gang stalker, or like 90% of them. They would be coming in red trucks, or in white trucks with red shirts on. And one headlight cars and whatever. They'd be coming in, gang stalking, and walking through doorways, synced up, and coming in and out of the bathroom, synced up. Just like, just doing synced up things when I walk by and whatever. Like every night that I would go into work there, it would be like all gang stalkers coming in, and they would be pulling, like I would walk out of the kitchen and walk by the window, and right as I walk by the window, there's a white truck parking in the parking lot. And it was like all night that's happening. As people are coming in the door right as I walk by, or pulling up in a white truck right as I walk by. And then all my coworkers are coming through doorways at the same time as me, and making synchronizer sounds around me, and doing synchronizer things around me, and coming over by me at synchronized moments, and making sounds right next to me, and doing synchronized things. And synchronizing with each other, synchronizing around me specifically. Just a whole bunch of people secretly synchronizing overtly around me specifically. A bunch of people that I don't even know, and who don't even know me, are synchronizing around me specifically, plotting against me secretly with each other, and high-fiving each other behind my back. synchronized. Yeah. And then like I'll hand off a delivery, and right as I hand the delivery over, there'll be a car honking in the distance. Or a train horn honking. Or a church bell starting to ring randomly, like it did one night right as I handed the delivery over. It doesn't happen every time I hand a delivery over, but like, you know, it's like either that'll happen or like right as I walk up to the house, there'll be a white truck driving by or some type of car driving by or a loud truck sound in the distance or a siren starting up or whatever. And then right as I get back in my car, there'll be a car driving by me. Or if not then right at the first intersection. These people are weird. What is this, dude? What is this world, you know? What is this? Y'all are weirdos to the max. You need your head checked. You weirdos. Like, and then like I wonder like do they like do things on their own, or is like every synchronizer thing they do, is it like the machine telling them to do it, or do they like make up their own synchronizers, and then they get like, do they get like bonus gift cards? Do they get like an extra gift card if they do a good enough synchronizer? Like if they come up with their own synchronizer and the clown machine finds it favorable, do they get like an extra gift card or something? I was just thinking about that today. Like, is everything that they do like scripted by the AI, or is it like they do like they improvise sometime, you know, and then there's people watching them and telling them what to do at certain times, but then they improvise and they're like, Good job. That was a good synchronizer. Good job, you little sinkerhead. Or what? I just want to know how it all works. Like, how many gift cards do you get? Or how much? How much is on the gift card? I got a lot of questions, you know? How much gift cards are you selling out for? I want to know. How many gift cards does it take to be a sellout sinkerhead bot? And sell out your own family and you. How many gift cards does it take to convince someone to be a sinker bot? Then like if I'm not recording, they tend to like show off more. Like I'll look down a street and it'll be like 5 white cars driving out onto the street from different streets up the street, you know, from different intersections up the street. There's like 5 white cars driving out onto the street all at the same time. Just things like that, you know, and then they drive out onto the street and they sync up with other sinkerheads on the street. And they sync up with me and they drive by me. And like there's this white SUV in a parking lot today. And I was just like, here we go. I know it's going to be a sinkerhead. And I drive by the parking lot. And right as I drive by the white SUV, he takes off driving. I was like, yep, I knew it. I knew it was another one. Oh, and then there was this car. I was at this like trailer park on a delivery. And then I'm leaving. And there's this car in front of me that's just driving really, just barely driving. Just barely moving, just, you know, doesn't even have his foot on the gas, I guess. He's just rolling really slowly in front of me, and I can't get around him, you know. I just gotta sit behind him and wait for him to get out of the parking lot. And then we come out of the parking lot, and then he turns and gets out of my way. And then I drive, and he turns around and just turns around and goes back into the trailer park. He's just driving really, really slowly in front of me. I think he had some type of license plate number, I can't remember, but he's just driving really slowly in front of me. And then he just turns right as we come out of the trailer park, and then he just turns around behind me and, turns around synchronized, And then right when I come out onto that street, there's another gang stalker driving in front of me right at the street, right as the other one's turning behind me. And there's a plane over on my left. Like, there's just a plane directly to the left of me flying. And I was just seeing planes all day. I don't know. I could go on and on about the gang stalkers, but nobody's in here, so I was gonna see if somebody wanted to come in here and talk about the gang stalkers, or come in here and troll me like a gang stalker. But nobody's in here. Everybody's asleep right now. So, I don't know what else to say. Other than stop gang stalking. Stop it. Stop.